Well, hello there, Pisces. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing a special reading in honor of the new moon in Sagittarius that occurs on December 12th, the 12/12 portal. And this energy of expansion in our life really continues from now until January 1st. It helps us to reassess where we are in the world at this time, especially at the end of 2023, and taking a look at what new experiences, adventures, romances, relationships, just what new we would like to bring into our life. Sagittarius is all about expansion. So Pisces, this is actually happening in your 10th house of career. So this, you could be seeing a major shift of kind of like your mindset or wanting a big change or expansion in your career. If you're, retired, you could be thinking about how you would like to volunteer your gifts, your talents, your skills, your love and your light to others through your volunteering work. So we're going to first take a look at the overall energy of the next portal, this beautiful 12/12 portal. And then we're going to be asking some specific questions about how this expansion is going to take place in your life, what obstacles might be on your path, and some specific advice about how to bring more of a sense of adventure and new relationships and more of a sense of global connection with the collective also. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take a look first at the animal spirit to see what animal spirit is helping you, guiding you at this time. You may actually see pictures of this animal, or you could perhaps even see it in nature. So we'll take a look at that, and your soul traveler's card. So let's see, squirrel. Where I live, there are a lot of squirrels. They're very busy this time of year. Okay, you are the expert on hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. Yeah, I love that because, Pisces, this new moon in Sagittarius is really about knowing Sag loves to have fun, right? It's a great sense of adventure. They're hard workers, but they also know that life is all about balance. In Tarot, the Sagittarian energy is the Temperance card, that sense of patience, of weighing things, of making sure that we're balancing both work and play. And this is a sense where, squirrels work really hard. They're very busy. They never stop, right? They're always working, but they also like to play. And that is the, I feel because this is in your 10th house of career, to make sure that no matter what is going on in your career sector, that you're still taking time to have fun and even have fun in your work, right? Not maybe being quite so serious. And then you have watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. Yeah, just once again, this energy of remembering that life isn't just about work. It isn't, we put a lot of emphasis, we put a lot of our daytime hours in our work, our career, our volunteering, helping with the family, whatever that is. But it's also about making sure that you're taking time to enjoy life, to enjoy the people and the experiences in your life. So this is beautiful because you have Treasure Island underneath. The energy, the Treasure Island is seeing the blessings in everything that you do, right? Even when we're going through some difficult time, the Treasure Island reminds us that there's always a silver lining to every dark cloud. It's also about having gratitude for what is going on in our life, for looking for the good in situations, even if at times it may seem difficult. So, since this is happening in your career right now, Pisces, if you're having some difficulty in your career sector or with your job, looking for a job, or looking for how to spend your time. The 10th house is also about legacy, what you want to leave behind. If you've been struggling with that for a little bit because you have the 5 of Cups, right, and the Treasure Island, it's about taking a little bit of time to understand that there's more to life than just work, right? And especially if your work is draining you at this time. The 5 of Cups is a very draining energy. You could be maybe working at a job that you don't really feel acknowledged, appreciated, or perhaps, you're working at a job that just really isn't in alignment with what you want for yourself. But at this time, because of financial issues, you may be having to take this job, right? And sometimes that happens in our life. Or perhaps you've lost your job, or you've had to retire early because of cutbacks at work, or the economy, or some physical ailment or something. You've had to make maybe some change. But this is the energy of knowing that whatever has been going on in your career sector, that better times are ahead, that sometimes we have to keep in mind that rejection is God's protection. So whatever has been occurring is helping to put you better in alignment with what is truly for your highest good. So let's take a look. Let's go to the tarot and take a look. The first thing we're going to take a look at is what lessons have you learned, especially over the last 6 months, but you can even go through all of 2023, for the last year. And one of the things is that you have the Page of Pentacles and the Loyal Heart. The loyal heart is very much that energy of being loyal to what it is that you want for yourself instead of trying to please others. And the Page of Pentacles is learning those lessons. The Page of Pentacles is literally, over the last year, you may have realized that, especially in your career sector, that you could have put a lot of time and energy into your work, but you weren't acknowledged, right? You could have overgiven in your work sector and not felt like you were compensated appropriately for that, whether that was in, actual payment, or in, getting a promotion, or just being acknowledged. There's this energy of the thing that you have to remember is not to give yourself away. That you have to stay true to who you are and what it is that you want. And especially since this energy of resting and relaxing and playing, is coming out, I kind of feel like for some of you, you may have worked yourself really hard over this last year. But now here at the end of the year, you're thinking, wow, okay, I worked super hard, but I didn't get that raise that I really wanted. And I also didn't get to maybe take a vacation or experience some of the fun things that you would like. Or perhaps you wanted to start a side business that was more in alignment with your spiritual gifts or something. But time got away from you for one reason or another. And maybe here at the end of the year, you're understanding the lesson here is that it's really important to make a plan. Remember, this card said, make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. That maybe what happened was you didn't have a plan. You didn't literally schedule. Say you wanted to start a side business, is literally about scheduling the time that you are going to work on that and allowing yourself, to say no to some other things so that you can put time and energy into those things that are near and dear to your heart. This is helping you, okay? This last 6 months may have been very difficult. This is helping you to walk in a new direction, to know that there's better things out there for you. The 3 of Wands is really allowing your energy to expand, to say, you know what, I want more for myself than what I'm getting right now, especially in your career sector. The Sun card, right? That you're seeking to have this more sense of a balance between work and play, going to the office, spending time with family and friends, the whole energy of, I want to enjoy a life a lot more. Yeah. Sometimes we work really hard because we think we're going to get something out of it, like a promotion or acknowledgement, something like that. And then when it doesn't work out, we're disappointed, right? It's because we expected to be recognized or expected to be compensated for our hard work. But I feel like the lesson here is that you need balance, because sometimes when we don't allow ourselves to rest, okay, what happens is that our work, even though we're working a lot of hours and we're working really hard during those hours, sometimes what we kind of lose by not taking a nap, by not taking a vacation, by not allowing ourselves to rest and relax and refuel, is that we lose our creativity. We lose that sense of awe about our work. We do need to take a break from our work in order to be more productive. And so I feel like maybe that is something that you have kind of like been working on over the last 6 months, trying to find that balance, because this is what you've learned, trying to find that balance between work and play. And also about, taking your work seriously, but also having fun with it, right? Just like a squirrel, be the squirrel. All right. So what area of expansion are you being asked, to take a look at? Which area of your life with this new moon energy over the next 6 months would you like to expand? Look at this. This is the area of love. Talk about wanting more fun in your life. You are the Ten of Cups. The Milk and Honey card is the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Putting your love into what you love, right? And including perhaps romantic relationships. But this could be any of your relationships. Understanding that maybe you've become a little bit of a hermit over the last 6 months, putting a lot of time and energy into your work, but not having the time and energy, therefore, to put into your relationships. This is the energy of, I want to expand my heart. I want to expand those heart connections that I have with others, whether it's family or friend or, romantic. So yeah, the thing here is that I think you're going in a new path, because, the Emperor represents, boss, institutions, governments, but this is kind of like who you may have been working for, even if you've been working, you have your own business. It's kind of, you see the Fool is walking away, turning their back. And it doesn't mean that you're quitting your job or giving up your business, right? But what you're recognizing is that the Emperor has drained you of your, just honestly, it's the energy of just your vitality. It's almost like you understand that work has drained you of your vitality. And the Fool card, I love with this, because the Fool card is like, I want to go in a new direction. I want to have this sense of heart-to-heart connection with other people in my life, whether that's through my relationships, my clients, my customers, my co-workers. It's really the sense of having more fun in your, even though you're being serious with your work, you're also finding a way to have more fun with your work, have more fun with the people that you work with, and also having more fun with the connections that you have in your personal life. That I absolutely love for you. So spot on. If you ever watch squirrels, or just pull up a video of squirrels, they're so fun to watch, right? Because even though they're working hard, they're also having a lot of fun with their work. All right, so what is your obstacle to this expansion? Okay, there's a sense of wanting to kind of rebirth something, okay? Having difficulty moving on, seeing the silver lining in the dark cloud, okay? Remember the treasure island here? It's about seeing the blessings in something that hasn't worked out. Now, I feel like this is the energy of wanting something to be revived, and it hasn't. Okay, it hasn't come into fruition. This could be the revival of a relationship. It could be the revival of, a job that you wanted, right? Or a promotion. Or if you're looking for work right now, right? Having this second chance. Your obstacle right here is that you're having a hard time moving on from the sense of not having that second chance of something in your life, okay? So once again, it could be that you know, you've been looking for, you have a job, but you've been looking for a job in another sector or with another company, and you haven't been able to, you know, get an interview, or you get an interview and you don't get the job. Or if you're thinking about going back to school, just not being able to get into the school that you really wanted to, right? There's something here that you wanted to expand in your life, okay, over the last 6 months perhaps, or even over this year, but you've had a hard time expanding of doing it. So let's see why. Yeah, I think the problem is is that, you know, you have the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Part of the problem is the Hierophant is believing, you know, believing in yourself, knowing that when you follow your heart, when you go after what it is that you truly want for yourself and believe that it can be yours, then this will occur for you, okay? And it may not come in, the message I'm getting is it may not come in the way that you thought it would or you wanted it to. Almost like a little bit, I don't have the devil energy here, but a little bit of that energy. Yeah, because here is, we have the Ace of Wands, the Star, and then the Tower card. It's almost like you get this epiphany that what you have been held back from, this is beautiful, what you have been held back from when you allow yourself to surrender and say, okay, I don't understand why I'm not getting this job, or I'm not being able to have this relationship return or whatever. When you give it up, when you surrender and say, okay, that's fine. I love myself enough to know, and I believe in myself enough that the universe will bring me, spirit will guide me towards what is for my highest good. And you kind of allow yourself to move forward, even though you're not really sure where that energy is going to take you. All of a sudden, the Tower, you get this Ace of Wands, you get a fresh new idea, you have fresh inspiration, you feel this new sense of vitality with the Star card, very much an healing energy. You know, I'm going to say that Pluto is moving into Aquarius at the end of January. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I know that this is really for, like, you know, the next month or three to 4 weeks, but I wouldn't be surprised if you get some type of epiphany, a new start. That the Ace of Wands is a fresh start, a new start sometime around the end of January. So hang in there, believe in yourself, have some fun, make sure that you're taking good care of yourself, you're resting and relaxing, you know, you're balancing your work and your playtime so that this can come in for you. Because your advice on how to inspire a sense of adventure for yourself, yeah, I think there's something that you wanted to do. You know, this is very much, the Nine of Pentacles is independence. There's something that you wanted to do a while ago. That, oh my gosh. For some of you, if you feel like you're stuck right now, okay, the thing is, there could be like, because this is about adventure, there could be a trip that you wanted to do, or a new hobby, a new business that you wanted to start, something independent that you wanted to do, okay? And I don't mean that you have to do it by yourself, but it's something that you really and truly wanted to do. Nine of Pentacles is, I want to do it so much, I'll go do it by myself, right? Because that's how much you want to do it. But you haven't been able to do it. So it's almost like that helps you to come into this when you allow yourself to go on that vacation, okay? Or start that side business, or pick up that hobby again. Something that maybe you have left behind. Yeah, you've kind of sabotaged your own self here, okay? So it's, you have the Seven of Swords. You've been holding back on yourself because you've been really focused on money, okay? Or something like that. And it's, or family, you could be focused on family. And this is an energy of, well, I have to follow my heart. I have to go in the direction that I am being called to go in, right? I can't hold myself back. I can't self-sabotage myself anymore. So I feel like for some of you, you're going back and picking up a hobby, a side business, going back to school, something that you have been wanting to do for some time that maybe you started years ago even. And you just had to kind of like put it to the side for one reason or another. Maybe you started a family, or you started a new job, or you had to move to a new city. Something came in. And so this time for being kind of stuck, let's put it that way, right, is really giving you the opportunity, the time in order to go and do whatever this is. It gives you like a little window of time in order to start that side business or go back to your hobby. Especially if you've kind of like recently lost your job or something like that. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be looking for a job, but it is about carving out time in order to kind of like work on something that maybe you had to shelve for a while due to life circumstances. Really beautiful energy. Okay, how to expand your relationships and to bring in new relationships. Okay, there's something you have to clean up here. Okay, there's some fears. The moon card is all about fears. It's also your energy, right? It's about cleaning up some mindset that you may have around relationships in order to bring in some new or to expand the relationships that you already have. You do have a little bit of a hermit energy here, Pisces. So, sometimes when we are really concentrating like on our career or something, sometimes what happens is that we can get kind of lost in that, right? We can pull our energy back from the relationships. Yeah, this is the energy of seeing, who you truly are. You have the Queen of Wands here, the King of Swords. I think for some of you, Pisces, you could have been a little bit of the King of Swords. Lately, the King of Swords is very analytical, very kind of like, black and white. This is the way it has to be, or something like that. There's a little bit of that energy. And the Queen of Wands is just kind of like somebody that truly believes, okay, a little bit of that squirrel energy, but also somebody that truly believes in themselves with the Hierophant. Believing in yourself, believing in what is what you want to bring into the world, right? Helps you to kind of like step into the energy of expanding your relationships in your life. Really, I feel like for a lot of you, this could be networking with, because we're talking about your career sector, kind of like networking with other individuals, or really trying to create something at work where you are kind of like, almost like, okay, they're kind of saying like Fun Friday, but it's kind of like, bringing something fun into the workplace. That part of this is cleaning up. You may even be really serious at work right now, and it's kind of like cleaning up that mindset that work has to be so serious, and allowing yourself to have more fun, and perhaps trying to find ways to have more fun with your co-workers, with your customers, with your clients, whoever you may come in contact with through your work. Even if you don't have like one-on-one contact with people or clients, it could be about your website. Your website represents you having a website that's a little bit maybe more colorful or more inviting, a little bit more user-friendly, whatever that might mean. There's something here about really trying to jazz up, that's the word they're saying, jazz up your relationships, especially in your work sector. Okay, how would you like to better connect or help the collective? Yeah, so we have the Page of Wands here, right? And we have the Page of Pentacles at the beginning. This is, the new wisdom that you have gained. The Page of Wands is looking more closely at how you can bring more peace into especially your work environment or in the collective, right? So it's a sense of, learning how to take a look more closely, connect more closely to the people that you work with, so that you can have a more peaceful relationships. Now, I'm not going to say you have conflict in your relationships. That's not the energy I get here. But it's almost like allowing your your clients, your co-workers, even the people in your personal life, to know that you really care about them, that they matter to you. And with the Page of Wands, I think it's about looking a little bit more closely. They're saying, like, look them in the eye, right? Be an active listener when they're talking. This is the energy of understanding that there's more there's more to do with your work than just the work that you do, right? Once again, it's about your connections with the people that you work with. Yeah, okay, this is, I love this energy to finish this out, right? It's about dropping the burdens of thinking you have to make all this progress in your career. There's like been this stress or this strain in your career, wanting to move forward, right? But the way that you will move forward is when you decide to go it a different way and bring more joy and happiness, more gratitude, more a sense of heart-to-heart connection in your workspace. All of a sudden, you expand, and it brings you so much more love and joy. It brings you a sense of adventure, a sense of abundance, a sense of fulfillment and purpose in your everyday life. Wow, beautiful energy. All right, Pisces, let's pull a soul truth card for some final advice. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. So let's see what we have here. What is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? Yeah, what story are you telling yourself? When you think about your dreams, what is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. Yeah. And remember, I want to go back to that because that was a big part of this message is, the squirrel energy is very much about believing in yourself. The Hierophant is about believing in yourself, It's the energy too, if you think about it, the squirrels, I don't know if this is true, but I read once that squirrels never eat their own, acorns that they planted. That, they just work together. They plant all of these acorns or nuts or whatever they're squirreling away, right? And then they eat each other's. They don't necessarily remember where they have buried something. And I think there's something here about how your connections in work, how can you work more closely with the people that you work with on a daily basis or with your clients, maybe delegating some of your work or figuring out, hey, is there a better way to do this so that we all can leave earlier and enjoy our personal lives? Yeah, there's something here about learning how to make those connections, really focusing on those connections, really allowing the people that you work with every day, or even your clients and customers, to let them know that they matter to you, right? And sometimes we can get into the rut of forgetting that other people want to feel like they matter to us, because I feel like you've gotten into a place in your work sector where you feel like you don't matter to the people that you work with or to your boss or your company or whatever it is. It's understanding that will come, the acknowledgement from your boss or your company will come when you are grateful, right, for the connections that you have, and you come into it with a more loving energy. And I think that's part of it. It's just kind of like saying to yourself, okay, I'm going to take a mindset that I am going to enjoy my day. Whether, it doesn't matter if I have this to-do list, right? But I am going to take those few minutes every day to stop and talk to the people that I work with, to let them know that I care about them, and also to my clients, instead of just like answering the phone and jumping right into the work part of it, just asking them how they're doing and a little bit about their life. And I think that you will see a huge shift in your energy and in the energy of the people that you are dealing with on a daily basis. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.